Hey everybody, we're adjusting camera. So it's like when we were on Zoom, like I had to push it because, we're in frame, but now you only see like half of me.
Yeah, I think you have to bring it back.
Yeah.
I think you pushed it too far.
But it was fine on Zoom, that's the thing.
But the Zoom camera is different than they do something different with the angles, because I always get way more of a room behind me when I'm on Zoom.
Alright, there we go. Okay.
And we get jets.
They're really going all in on we have jets and we want to fly them.
I mean, aren't they
right
practicing?
Now. I don't know what they're practicing for.
Isn't there, I thought there was an air show coming up.
I'll tell you what they're not practicing for. They're not practicing for, I forgot to clear the history.
Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
Oh.
Wasn't that just then on your...
How? Oh my god, whatever. Okay.
Just don't pull it out.
Yeah. There we go.
I gotta get to this.
I'm waiting for that sneeze.
I am too.
I'm really anticipating it. I'm really excited about it. Now I'm checking my email.
We are the most exciting live stream ever.
Yeah, hold on a second.
There we are. I couldn't find us for a second, so I wasn't even... Now I'm here. Hey, everyone. Toki, hello. Yahey! And howdy right back at you.
Oh, look at this. Botocini. Like that.
Ooh, I gotta finish doing my poll. Sorry.
Minden Ginek. I'm hoping that I got that Hungarian stress right. It's word final, yeah?
Oh, my word.
What do you got?
My computer, it was freaking out for a second.
Did you update to the new numbers? You didn't?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't? You did.
I just got the new numbers notification.
Okay, you did. All right.
I know what my computer told me. Oh, dang.
We are indeed about to enter the month of October, Anime Fan, which means that things are rolling up for patrons again. That includes the new podcast, which will be out. Is that tomorrow?
It sure will be as soon as I prep all those files.
Oh, hey, you know what else is out tomorrow?
I don't know.
Saying the last episode of season 2 of Ted Lasso.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah?
Nice. And Minnie, I sure hope so, because if it's not the most exciting, we need to up our game. You know what I should do, though, is open our actual language document.
Just watch as we lose 100% of our audience when Biblarian pops in and says, about to start a live stream about the biology of mice and their larynx.
I mean, Okay, so I have the document open now. Not that it matters. Now that we're on the same screen, I can just yell at you to do things.
Yeah, linguistic implications of the laryngeal particularities of mice. Of rodentia? No.
That does sound. And I also need to check.
Oh my god.
No, nobody. Okay.
Oh my god.
What?
Why does Biblaridia not host the Biblaridiad?
That is amazing. Oh, and Tangi, sorry to hear you're so exhausted, but I do hope you get some amazing sleep if you do fall asleep.
Oh. May we speculate as to why you're exhausted?
I was in a hurry and I didn't put lotion.
Oh
my gosh.
I certainly didn't forget to put lotion on.
My hands feel dry.
Oh, I feel great.
Yeah, well.
Where's the place that we need to go to? Where's the purple text? Demonstratives.
It is demonstratives. And I don't know that we actually have much purple text other than this is what we're going to do.
No.
And on top of that, really what you should pull up is the amazing drawing I did
Yeah, I should.
for He tells us to quiet down. We'll disturb the hyenas.
So,
Yeah, I don't think we actually had.
Oh, where's your drawing? Oh, I remember where your drawing
It's
is.
on. Well, it's on Patreon.
Patreon. Oh. It's probably going to tell me we get the login. Yep. All right, give me a minute.
You are just not ready for this, are you?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Listen, I have a poll that I've already calculated. I'm waiting for you.
After that piping hot shower of yours.
So, fun fact, our water heater broke.
It's terrible.
Whew. Yes.
Where is the Gmail app on my phone? Is it under useless?
Probably. Isn't that
there
it right
is.
there?
Yep, it's under useless.
Oh my gosh.
I wish it would stop asking me to open the Gmail app on my phone to log into Patreon. Like, I really, really, really wish that.
I'm really glad that it makes you do that and not me.
Yeah. Okay. What am I doing?
You're opening up the post for the poll.
And so.
But you have to do the first one, yeah.
Can we?
Or you can just drag and drop that image.
How about open image in new tab? It's even better.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Check this out.
Now we're back. So these were our options.
I love these tailless mice. Look at this. Look at this little guy vibing.
They're tailless. I was in a hurry. It's in my notebook. Okay, so these were our options. We were trying to decide how many distinctions. And the smallest level we went was a three-way distinction.
Yeah.
Where it would have been like the flower would have been near the speaker, the tree would be near the hearer, and then the butterfly would go really either way depending on which was perceived as closer.
Yeah.
And then E and D, so the mountains and the bee, which is down near that other mouse, would be away from both. And so that was the three-way distinction, which nobody wanted.
Nobody voted for three.
Not a single person
Which is good. That was the right answer. We wanted to make
Voted.
it more complex for the mice.
for that one. Only 3 votes came in for the 5-way distinction, where each of these lettered objects would have had a different distinction. Only 3 votes for that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise.
I
if I'm
was
being honest.
I was quite surprised by that, and now I need to make sure I read these correctly because I don't want to misrepresent what the votes came in for. Because
Yeah.
obviously it's down to the last 2, both of which were 4-way distinctions. And so I'm going to actually read. So one of our options, which did not win, was to have a 4-way distinction where there's a halfway point. So the flower would have near the speaker demonstrative. The butterfly would be a special demonstrative that means in between the speaker and hearer. A third would refer to the tree, which is near the hearer, but not the speaker. And then the fourth would be the mountains and the bee, because it's away from both. That one did not win. That had 8 votes.
Oh, so that was alpha?
Yeah, that was alpha.
Okay, so I'll pay attention to this one.
So 4-way distinction beta is the winner, to the tune of like this had 25 votes. So like not even close. And I want to make sure I read those columns right again. Yes, 4-way distinction beta. Make sure we don't accidentally give our mice the wrong things. Okay, so this means, for this one demonstrative would refer to near the speaker, so the flower, which is A. Another will refer to the tree, C, which is near the hearer, but not the speaker. There's a third one that will refer to the bee, which is near a topic of conversation. So like maybe they're talking about this mouse having a picnic, and so the B is going to get a special demonstrative for that. And a fourth is going to refer to the mountains, which is near neither. For the butterfly, it's going to depend on, again, which is perceived as closer, whether it's really closer to the speaker or hearer, or more relevant to the speaker's position or the hearer's position. So relevance and perception are going to play a role in what the butterfly, what demonstrative that would get.
Yeah, essentially this is almost like having a first, second, and third person demonstrative.
It really is, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's talking about the mouse having a picnic, and to say the bee is near that mouse is going to take a special marking.
Yes. All right.
And so that is Normo. Yeah, great question. I actually kind of wanted the 5-way distinction, not just because then we have a 5-way distinction, but I don't know. That seemed kind of fun, but that's okay. This one is really cool too, and I'm glad, regardless, I'm really glad that the B gets a special demonstrative, because I do think that that's a really interesting thing to have.
It is interesting.
Especially for the mice who, especially like you're talking about so-and-so in another room running an experiment, and you want to talk about the table by that mouse. It'll get a special demonstrative, and I like it.
So I'm thinking of blowing this up.
What?
I'm thinking of blowing this up slightly.
Blowing it up how? Like ruining it?
No.
Or blowing it up as in
No.
making it bigger and better?
Making it bigger and better. Okay, so let's go to wherever the demonstratives are.
And hello, Cupcake Parade.
Because we do have our adjectives as affixes, and our adjectives, they're suffixes, right?
And hello, Ozzy Dad. Sorry, what were you asking?
Adjectives are suffixes, yeah?
Yeah, that sounds right. We have examples in the document.
No, they're prefixes.
And exactly what I was saying, they were prefixes.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
Man, I absolutely love these bullets that you chose. Really makes it feel real. Okay. Demonstratives. Here we are. Okay. LangTime will distinguishes several different types of demonstratives depending on the argument to which the referent is nearest. Okay. So we know that much. Open question, but I'm going to write it and see if we want to run with this.
Okay.
The demonstratives are prefixes
Okay.
that can apply to a base pronominal element to become pronouns. What do we think of that?
Oh yeah, so some sort of here one or something like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, we don't have any. We never had glottal stops in this language at any stage, right?
I will double check that, but I'm fairly certain that answer is no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So this is what I was thinking of doing. It's a simplified matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And so the simplified matrix is this. Argument, first person, second person, third person,
None of the above.
none of the above.
Mm-hmm.
Position, near, not near. Then we do escape.
Can we back up a second? Are you saying we're now going to have 8 demonstratives?
Yes. And this.
The not near is almost a semi. demonstrative. Because if something is not near you, you're not saying it's not near a second or a third person.
Correct.
But what's relevant to the conversation is it's not near me.
Yeah, it's kind of like coming and going, where the only reason that come and go exists is relevance to some referent. Otherwise, come and go are the same.
Right.
Because if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
This is a joke. I'm trying to figure out. David, are you aware that you can use any image as a bullet in Pages? No.
Oh my God, Jonathan. Do you know what you just did, Jonathan?
He's about to find out. Hang on a sec.
Listen. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And we already had plans for getting the lovely mouse house image printed out.
Oh my God. Hold on a sec.
Okay, so we are maybe a little bit sidetracked now that Jonathan just introduced this wrinkle. Miles is asking, is this kind of like an obvious fourth person in my Algonquin brain?
Nah. Sorry. Oh my God.
Second reading. Yeah, Jonathan. Sorry, with all the Y's, it is accepted. Yeah, Narmo, 3 hours later. This is exactly what's going to happen. All right, so Minnie, I'm going to come back to your question.
Okay.
I think everybody else is focusing on you and what will obviously be a sidetrack. I will say, though, okay, I know we're only 18 minutes in.
Yeah.
But before we get to, because Minnie is saying, can we explain the grammaring of all this? And we will. But I think we should have 2 celebrations today.
Okay.
A little celebration and a big celebration.
Okay.
Kopiko is obviously the big celebration.
Yeah.
But we got a little something that we need to try. And I really hope Ragdoll is here.
In honor of this.
Is Ragdoll here?
Yeah, if Ragdoll isn't here, then it's...
Ragdoll? Should we tell them what we were gonna have for a mini celebration?
Man.
I know. I'm so used to Ragdoll popping up one day. Okay, so we're gonna wait for a second. Let's talk about what's going on grammar-wise. Yeah, Minnie, I'm getting that feeling that Ragdoll is indeed not here. Okay. Oh my gosh, we can see participants? What? Okay, I've just now realized that. Thank you, Minnie.
Where?
If you go to this little thingy and then participants.
Oh, look at that.
Although it doesn't list everybody because you're not. Oh, that's only in chat because you're not listed, but I know you're watching.
What? Here, wait.
So you have to chat to be listed as a participant. And there you go.
Whoa.
Okay, so Ragdoll may still be here, just not yet participating. So I just feel like if I say the name a lot, it may happen. Like summoning Bib. But let's talk about Minnie's question about what's going on here. So the 4 arguments here, I don't know why you listed C and V, but...
Because let's just say that, let's just arbitrarily assign consonants and vowels to these things, all right? Let's say that it was N, T, K, and E. We're not going to keep these. Now let's say that this is E and ah. Here are the eight demonstratives. Pi, pa, ki, ka, ti, ta, mi, na. And they all have those meanings.
Okay, and I love how you just do that. So let's pick our favorite noun that we've come up with so far.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite noun so far?
Mouse.
Okay,
I mean, it's just really cute.
Okay, so type in chuki
Where?
after the prefix, obviously. And so copy and paste.
Sorry.
There we go.
Is that right?
There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay, so what this would mean, this is hard because it's a mouse and it's a mouse near a mouse. We just added too many mice to the equation for the explanation.
This mouse.
I think okay, sure. Okay, so this mouse near me is that one.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be essentially that mouse somewhere not near me. So it's essentially expanding our four-way distinction that the patrons
Yep.
voted on.
Okay, that mouse near you.
I love how you don't just copy and paste that.
Probably a good idea.
Bing. Okay, so not near you. We need to change that. Okay, and then you have that mouse near someone else. And so the thing about the not near position,
Yep.
it's really not specifying anything other than it's not near you. So it's almost like this would be relevant in a topic of conversation where it's like you're talking about, like I have one pen near me and then another one is too far for me to reach. And it doesn't matter who's by the pen that I can't reach. What matters for the topic at hand is that the pen that I actually want to use is not near me and I can't reach it. And so I would use the pa in this little demonstration here. I would use the pa marker to indicate like it's not near me. It doesn't matter if it's near you, near them, near someone else, near nobody. What matters to the topic at hand is that I can't reach it because it's not near me. And so it's like that's the kind of place where you would see it, where it's the fact that it's not near X is the relevant portion.
Yeah.
It's not in normal everyday talk, you're going to use the near one to indicate the relevance of what it's near. It has to be like a more special context to say that it's not near this other person or thing or yourself.
Yeah, and I'll give you a perfect example where you might use one of these. Let's say I'm over here working on this desk and Jessie is behind me on the couch. And I say, without looking at her, can you hand me that pen? And what I mean is the one that isn't near me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you are necessarily. I trust that you're on the couch somewhere. But is the couch near the pen? I don't know.
You're going to make me get up and walk. I get it. Like the pen is probably downstairs and
Yeah.
you want the pen that's downstairs and I'm going to have to go get it.
Yeah, and you're going to ask me which pen, and I'm not going to tell you. I just need you to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. And then it will turn out that it's just right here.
It's probably tucked behind your ear, in fact.
Mm. As I often do. Everybody knows me. Old pen behind here at Peterson. All right.
I don't even think it's going to stay.
I
Yeah.
know. How does this work? How does this?
Well, it helps if it's not such a thick pen.
It
And if you
does?
don't have glasses.
Okay, so people with glasses can't do this.
Very comfortable, yeah. This is a new look. Okay, so yeah, nebulous nearness. That's exactly it. Yeah, these could be useful in phone conversations. Definitely.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you can definitely think of contexts where you would use them, but of course, like the first demonstrative you would probably go for is the one that's near, indicating what it's most near, or none of the above.
I'm about to blow minds here.
Oh no, you are not adding in.
I'm adding a third thing.
No, oh my God. Someone stop David.
Here, hold on a sec. This is
Hey,
going
Beatrice. Well, now I'm just thinking they're possessed, like, with evil spirit.
I'm possessed. I'm going to call this S. All this is going to do is affect tone. Top one's going to be low tone, bottom one's going to be high tone. In other words, this is a way of saying your, my, and their. Except that it won't distinguish number.
I need a moment. Minnie, I am indeed the closest to him, but that doesn't mean I can stop him. Jonathan is asking a good question. How would this come about?
So with
the grammar?
With the position thing, that's easy. It's just affective. So it's the same reason that in ASL, you say something is nearby, watch the teeth, you say, and if something is far, you go like that. It's just iconicity. Mm-hmm. All right. So, and the reason that you would need some sort of a vowel in there is because of to separate the, these are just placeholders. They're just placeholders. I needed something to give me low versus high tone, and those are the first two I thought of. Anyway, so that's how the position things would come about, just iconicity. For the arguments, I'm not sure about none of the above. One option for the none of the above is to actually do nothing there. So not a consonant, just nothing. And then the others would come from the same place that first and second and third person arguments come from.
Like the pronouns?
Yeah, presumably very, very old. And then as for the possessed versus non-possessed thing, no idea. It could actually be nothing versus something there. Nothing would be high tone, so we just throw in something for low tone, presumably possessed, unless we wanted to expand the system that we created and not have possessed versus non-possessed, but surprised if it's possessed and surprised if it's not.
No.
So, for example, your hand is surprising if it's not possessed.
But Noelle is right. S would give low tone. So S and N both give low tone.
No, I thought N gives high tone.
Nope.
What? Oh, it's because we had too many things doing high tone that we made N do low tone, because N was originally doing high tone.
So you could do like a TS.
Yeah, like it could do that.
To get high tone.
Or nothing.
Or nothing would give high tone.
Nothing would give high tone. That is probably what makes sense. And so non-possessed is probably going to be nothing. And then possessed will be N or S, whatever.
Did you see Graham? It's the Mickiest demonstrative system ever.
Is there actually a language that has marked unpossessed things? I don't know. With Nahuatl, what is the TL on the end? That's unpossessed. Yeah, unpossessed. Yeah, because like the TL on the end and not watch it's you mark that thing and it's kind of, and basically it marks I think it marks the absolute case if something is unpossessed. But if something is possessed, then you just put the possessive suffix there. Yeah.
Would we actually, though? Yes, we would. We would need non-possessed to have a consonant there. Otherwise, I mean, we don't need to, but otherwise it's just going to merge with the next vowel.
Yeah.
If the root starts with a vowel, which is going to hide.
Let's see what that would turn into.
And wouldn't that potentially affect tone? Because then what happens? So tone would potentially be messed up.
I mean, this is essentially what would happen, right? The only question is if it started with two vowels, and so we'd have to have some sort of a...
Right, but if we wanted it to be high tone and the syllable that follows it is actually low tone.
Oh, you'd have to just know. Because the thing, it would still contrast with the possessed form because there would be a consonant there in between the two.
Okay. People are asking, is this like something that we can vote on, like whether we should stick with what was voted on by the patrons as the 4, whether we should...
I mean, the 4 is still there.
The 4 is still there, yes. I just need some time. I really wish Ragdoll was here so we could have a moment. I don't know. We've got some mixed feelings going on here.
It's hard because also we want to decide what these 3 actual consonants would be.
Do we want to take a moment and come up with a pronoun system and come back to this?
How would we do that?
How would we come up with pronouns?
Yeah.
We would scroll down to the pronoun chart.
Oops.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry about that. Let's take a moment. Yes. To look at our old friend, the signet. Or specifically, this is my favorite of the two. Signet inuvialuit. All right. Oh wait, I don't need this. All right, let's. I'm curious what these guys do.
And yeah, Manny, it is keeping in the spirit of the poll. You're absolutely right. So we got the 4-way distinction, and that is absolutely right. Really, it's just trying to decide.
I wonder if we even need pronouns.
Like, the language, like, I get it. Yes, we need pronouns for this language.
But like, all the pronouns will be taken care of by other things, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be handled on the verb.
But we'll still have pronominal forms that will be attached to the verb, yeah? So like it's fine to not have an actual pronoun, but then to say that these are the affixes that indicate person. So like I'm okay with not having a freestanding pronoun if that's what you're asking.
Let's see. I'm trying to. So Siglet, I'm looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Has 24 demonstrative pronouns. We have, and there's visibility, extension, and what they're near. Right? So we have visible, restricted, and whether it's up or down. Visible, restricted, away from speaker, near listener. That one up there, visible, extended, and that one up there, not visible. That one up there on the roof, visible. So we have pamna versus patimna. Interesting. And then there's outside. Oh man. Look at all this. Look at all this gobbledygook. I love it. That one over there, away from speaker and listener, davamna. And then that one over there, not visible, located in another place, damamna. Amna. It seems like some sort of nasal followed by na is the thing. And then it just does its thing. Whose book is this near speaker?
So what you're saying is this is precedence that it can get even
Oh.
crazier than what we...
Oh yeah, I mean we already knew that.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to this possessed idea.
Yes.
If I wanted to say, like, my book,
Yes.
would I always need to essentially use a demonstrative prefix to make that happen?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I would need to, and I want to make sure you know it's my book, so I would use the near or not near, because it's my book and it's either going to be near me, in which case it would take that appropriate...
You could also make this distinction. For example, if I lent you a book and it was at your house and your house was separate from mine, and I could say my book, but not near me because it's near you.
Right. But you wouldn't make it near me at that point because you need to make it clear that it's your possession. Like, could you use key with possession to mean my book?
Ooh,
Because at that point, wouldn't it always mean your book? Because it's marked.
Yeah.
Like, who's doing the possessing is my question. Is it the argument that's marked on the demonstrative, or
That's
is it the
interesting.
speaker?
That's interesting. I mean, I think that what you would want to say is, if we go all in on the possession, it would be first person, and then it would be not near me, possessed. Otherwise, you could do key with an N, keen, and then afterwards put presumably a pronoun in, like either the ablative or something like that.
But that would make the not near position much more relevant, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have to specify first person to say my, and I want to say it's my book, and it doesn't matter who it's near, if it's not near me, I'm going to have to use pa or pan, I should say.
Yeah.
Versus if it is near me, then I use the peen.
Oh, that's really interesting. No, that's very, very interesting and relevant point.
And we have not yet done possession in this language, right? Like, we haven't accidentally
No.
already done this?
No. Well, we've done. Well, yeah. Okay. Wait. Yes, we have. We have, but only with nouns. We've only done noun possession. So remember with the yeah.
So we haven't done my, your, or their.
No.
I don't know, with the intense possession write-up that we have, which covers 5 different cases.
Yeah. I mean, that's for noun possession.
Do we want to have a completely separate system for pronominal possession?
Seems like it might be cool.
Okay. I mean, is this something we want to put up for a vote, or is this something that you're so excited about? On a scale of 1 to 17, David, how much are you like, this is what we have to do in this language?
13.
You're at a 13. Wow. Okay.
Hold on a sec.
Freddie is saying, I am all in favor of overcomplicated nouns. It always seems unfair that verbs get all the morphology.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about verbs. This is going to get real quick. Very suddenly also realizing how hungry I am.
Oh.
It's very hard to conlang on an empty stomach. That's unfortunate. My brain is moving slow speed.
It requires a few words in English in relation between possessor and noun.
Jake is saying Quechua, and I'm going to probably pronounce this wrong, but Aymara.
Aymara?
Both have systems like this for pronominal possessives.
Verbs do deserve it. Now I'm just thinking of dill. It tastes so good.
How did you get to dill?
I just smelled it in my head. Fresh dill making pizza.
Agreed.
Okay,
so Light Dampire is asking a good question. Would a dual demonstrative situation work for indicating my possession near you, where you would essentially put Punky together?
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was trying to think my way through that.
Oh, I made that nasal because I'm thinking differently. Punky is what I should have said.
Man, I feel like I really want to do this by hand, by writing it down. But of course, that's not easy to show.
No, it is not.
Okay. What?
Okay, we need to try this out.
Okay.
But moving forward in future live streams,
Yeah.
because they have the display option, and you can have other displays hooked in, right, with the new iOS or
Yes.
the new OS. Meaning an iPad could be connected to your screen. I have an iPad, I've got the pencil, I've got the note pages.
Yeah, theoretically it could work.
And then you could do it by hand, on screen.
That would be cool.
Okay, we need to work that out for future live streams.
Yeah.
We need to test this.
All right. Okay, so what's an inanimate noun that we have?
Half, rock, seed.
We have a word for rock?
Yes,
What is it?
I believe it is. God, but just a second, I gotta find my list. Where did my list go? Every time, I'm like, we're gonna do this better this time. Somewhere right there, Kanar becomes Kana.
Kana. Okay. Because the N gives low tone.
Correct.
Okay. Rock. That is mine.
Oh, Light Dampire is absolutely right. Said that would be especially amazing for the script creation, having the drawings on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
You need to scroll.
Yeah. It's...
Our little block situation is in the way.
Yeah. Except I want them both on the screen. Sorry. Does this rock near me? Near you.
Oh my god, that's kind of brilliant. Okay, like, are other people seeing the brilliance here in terms of the mice and their fastidiousness with being precise and bureaucratic?
Miles likes it. Jonathan's starting to come around. It's good because I was worried about Jonathan. Cupcake Braves under that.
Okay, taking it. Okay. God, like I'm terrified of saying this, but
Thank you, W. Yeah.
I think it's found on the police. I like it. Yes, and it is good because you do need the signature of every person here to approve that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting to see it too. Because essentially the one that's nearest to the noun tells you more about its position. And then the next one tells you about that whole thing. Jake, what can push you that extra 39%? Because
you don't want to go all 40%?
No. There are no absolutes in language. Only happy 99s. I just feel like we should tag Ragdoll in Discord. What time is it over in Australia?
Oh, it's always like crazy early morning.
Yeah. It's a weird thing about Australia. No matter what time it is in the United States, it is always 4 in the morning there.
So, Narmo, your rock could take a couple different forms, but the base form would just be. Actually, wait. I think you have a form wrong. What page are we on? What page are you on?
19.
Okay. You have a wrong form. No, you don't. However, in the first one you do, it should be peen, not pon. Because it's near me.
Oh.
It's possessed rock near me would be peen kana.
You're right.
Possessed rock not near me. There we go. Or nicked. Okay, so now we can move forward. I needed that to be correct because now Narmo, I think it was Narmo, had just asked what your rock would be, and it would either be simply ka kana, right? Because it's your rock not near you, but it's got that low tone to mark that, or it could be, ki kana, and that would be your rock, but it is near you. And of course it could then be like, if it's your rock near me, it would be like, maybe ki pa kana, where it's, yeah.
Ah, nice. Lang Lab. It's LangTime Studio, but this is the Lang Lab. Unless it's happening.
I like it. Okay, Noelle is not liking it, but could be because lack of understanding. Light Dampire says, I love the classification obsession of the mice. Freddie likes it. Miles says it's about 6 in the morning. Jake wants to know if we'll get voicing.
No. Right.
And Jonathan is pointing out our names are spelled wrong in the header.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that we don't do voicing in this thing, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't even have voice stops in this language.
Oh my gosh. Jonathan's dad always says, say hi to the mice for me before a stream. My heart was just tickled. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But what was being pointed out by Jonathan was that we actually, what are we on the title page of this one?
Yeah.
We're Javid J. Jeterson and Desi Dams, but we did not change the header.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's what.
I mean, we're not going to totally leave it like that. We're going to change our name back on the title page, right? It's just, it's too important.
Okay. So. Whew. Should we. What should we do? Should we move forward with this? Should we ask questions of our community?
Yeah, but also we should just say we should probably at least come up with forms that we're happy with here before before putting it to a vote. I just did PT and K. That's always the first thing I think of. But what feels first person-y to you, second person-y, third person?
I don't even know what that was.
It was.
Oh, Miles. How would a sentence with these inflected nouns look like? I held your rock. Well, obviously, your rock is near me, and it is your rock, which is not near you. And so it would be, just a second, be low tone. So, ka, pi, ka, na. Pa, ki, ka, na. That would be your rock, which is not near you because it's near me.
Well, but also, no, it depends on where it is right at the moment of speaking. Because, you could be reminiscing about the past, yeah, I held your rock, but at the moment, the rock is nowhere to be found. That's what this is for, to be precise. For example, there was a time where I held your comb, but right now that comb is not near me or you. At the time that I held it, it was very near me. I was holding it. But
wouldn't
right
it be
now,
relevant to the situation that you're discussing? And wouldn't you want demonstratives to match that relevance?
yeah, it's up to the speaker, really. We're just creating a system. How they use it is up to them.
Noelle is suggesting we have not yet had an onset AIMA.
Is that something that exists in our language? I don't remember.
I think we had all the ends.
I think you may be right.
Oh, my word. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, if you really want to break Jesse, you can make one of these an onset AIMA. You're good with onset AIMA, right?
Totally.
Second person doesn't get used a lot. You make that one AIMA.
How does the second person not get used a lot?
At least I don't use it a lot because I mainly talk about myself.
Yeah, but you would have to use it to tell me that you held my comb. You would have to use that marking to indicate that it's. I hate
If I
to
held
exist
it,
in conversations like this.
if I held it, it was my comb.
Roll my eyes at you. Okay. I don't know that brilliance is the word anymore. Like I was on board with brilliance about 7 minutes ago. And then I held your rock happened, and now I don't know anymore.
Look, you can use it your way and I'll use it mine. It's just a system.
Translating is gonna be like, okay.
Translating is going to be something that a committee sits down to discuss how to approach.
So every time we translate, we're gonna need all y'all here because, yeah.
It would
Okay, and
really-
Minnie's making a good point. Brilliant in the sense that the sun is brilliant, but it hurts if you look directly at it. And so,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
There is, but it's not an explicit distinction. It's an implicit distinction. So it's kind of like how there's a distinction in English between experiencer and non-experiencer verbs, but you don't know it by looking at the verb. So we don't have to worry about that with respect to it.
Because it's something marked on the verb arguments, not on the forms itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we doing this?
Yankel Doodle. Regarding David's absent object thing, Mi'kmaq has a special suffix for people who are no longer around or accessible, dead or moved. Maybe add this to your determiner system. I think it needs more spice.
Please don't encourage him. Oh
All
my
right.
word. Oh my word.
Okay, all right. Forms. I think that we're pretty good with E and ah. And then for this, it really doesn't matter. We just need a distinction between high and low tones. The question was, are you okay with not having a consonant here, or do we need to put a consonant there? I think that we're okay, and it'll just result in vowel coalescence, unless there are 3 vowels in a row, in which case we can have an epenthetic consonant inserted, which I think is N.
But here's why I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
The coda.
Uh-huh.
Already we're gonna, oh my gosh. No, it's, tone is supposed to be the difference here. And if they are obsessed with making these distinctions, the moment those distinctions are no longer made, it's no longer helpful.
Okay.
And so either the tone or the presence of a particular consonant is going to indicate whether it's possessed or not possessed.
Okay, let's...
And so here's where it comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
If the root starts with a vowel, the N will show up in possessed, but it's going to lose its low tone because now it's an open syllable.
Yeah.
But the N still marks the possession. So it's either low tone or the presence of an N in front of the root. If it's
Not necessarily. I'll show you how this works. I'll show you how this works. So this is my mouse. This is the mouse near me, not possessed. All right, so now something that begins with a vowel. Do we have anything, or should I just make something up?
Oh no, we have things. We have things. And I'm going to pick which one we use. So one moment. Okay, we can have my snail. We can have my dog. Ooh, let's do dog, because this gets right into it. O-U-K-I is the protoform of dog.
Okay, I don't know how to do
So,
that one.
Uki.
I don't know how to do that one.
Okay, how about seed?
Because it's 2
Eta.
vowels. Okay, eta. There we go. Eta. Okay. Eta. Okay. So.
But I wanted you to get into the how you're gonna do this when you got all the vowels.
Okay, so.
I was trying to like force you.
Eta equals the seed near me. And then boom.
But I feel like all you're doing is making my point.
Wow. There's still a distinction, a very clear one.
Okay. But what if they don't have, for instance, what if it starts with an AMA? And we don't have AMA, why? I thought we got rid of those. This works because the P works with the PA.
Okay, well, if it started with an AMA, then this would be that, and this would be that, right?
I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what happens to an AMA plus a yeah. Glides are deleted after nasals.
Oh, well, that's, I mean, it still would be that, though, because it would just be a palatal nasal. And we just write a palatal nasal like that.
Which can do with uki.
Okay, so that's the tricky part, because here we'll run into the is that what the protoform is, or
I believe so. I'm gonna double check. Yes, it is.
okay. Nice, no. Okay.
Thanks.
So let's say that we were gonna do.
I think that is the start of a good joke, Manny. Also, it could be an epic T-shirt as you try to like cross an Ingma with a yod. I like that.
You know what it would look like? Double tail. Woo!
Oh my gosh. Nice.
All right. Okay, so Finnish has a rule where it says VVV is disallowed. And so in situations where you would have VVV in Finnish, you get VV, and I believe it's the first V that gets deleted. Just across the board. So that's one option. So this could end up being Spooky.
Okay.
That's one option. But this is something we should probably talk about across the board. How do you want to deal with triple vowel sequences? Here are some options. This we could actually do as a miniature little vote scheme that has nothing to. It's relevant to what we're doing, but it's totally separate. So one, VVV becomes VV, first V dropped. Number two, VVVV, VV, last V dropped. Number three, other options for triple V.
I'm thinking. Because I'm also looking for examples.
Yeah, because it's dogs. I think that is. That's another idea. Low tone unit dropped.
So this is going to come into play with our adjectives too, because at some point
Yeah.
Like I was trying to find an example with dog in it, and we just don't have one.
Wait, go up there. What happens with these? Oh, but that's only 2 vowels.
Yeah.
That's only 2 vowels.
And I think this, I'm going to go check the form. Because the je has to come from somewhere. So I think it actually ended in like an I or something originally. Yeah, its original form had something at the end.
Oh, okay.
So that doesn't really help.
Glide insertion is absolutely a becomes, but then the question is, does it become V glide VV or VV glide V? Well, actually, the glide would be inserted between whatever, between affix and base. Y equals W, Y ending on quality. Do we have W and ya in the modern formal language? I think we do.
We kind of have to if we have ya and yo is how these things get resolved.
Yeah, it's just very similar. Yeah, this language is very similar to another language we're working on where those have been eliminated. Okay. So yeah, so that's a possibility as well. So.
And someone is suggesting that instead of insertion, the middle vowel becomes a glide. Rounded, it becomes a wa. Unrounded becomes a ya. But I think that really messes with the ah.
Yeah.
Like that works semi for the e and the a. Like I could get kind of on board.
Yeah.
And the u and o, but the ah would mess that up entirely.
Also, this is kind of a tough one. Wait, what does OU become in terms of tone?
Well, it depends on what's behind it. I mean, it just becomes ooh. It just becomes ooh, but like...
That's low tone then.
No, it doesn't become anything until you figure out if it has a coda. This is not tone assignation. Tone here is where it gets assigned, everything else gets assigned high tone. So like tone doesn't happen until after this step. And so to show you what David's looking at, the diphthong simplification happens first. Tone is not assigned. Tone gets assigned in the next step where we simplify codas.
This isn't going to work. Because what if it's 3 high vowels, which is actually what we have, I believe.
In that situation with the P and the uki, yeah.
So this doesn't mean these are all low vowels.
No, it means nothing because tone is not assigned until steps 5 and 6. Oh, and hello, hey, Ava and Sacha. Good to see you all here.
Right. Okay, and it just gets high tone because they're vowels. When they become, when it starts out as consonants, they get low.
Bless you. Yeah, that was the weirdest sneeze dab ever.
Yeah.
And some of them do get high tone. So the PT, K, and affricate actually cause a high tone.
No, but I meant these.
Yeah, those all cause low tones.
Yeah, because they start as ya, wa, and ra.
Yeah.
But if it starts off as OU, vowel, then it just gets high because it doesn't have anything to drag it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah. So back to our demonstratives. Bring it down here. So this would result.
And somebody had asked if this would happen across the board, and yeah, this would definitely affect. So we do have adjectives as prefixes as well. And so this is something we need to decide no matter what. Like this is not just for the demonstrative system.
sense. And this one would
Does it make you want to pee?
another option. This one.
The glide being, and the third option, the glide being a W or J, is that affected by the vowel before it? So the first vowel determines which glide gets inserted?
Yeah, so E and E become ya, and then U and O become wa. And I guess U would become ya, but I don't know how we write that. Just ya, probably. U would just become ya.
What if it's an A vowel?
Disappears.
No, I'm asking on step 3, on number option 3.
Yeah.
The glide depends on the quality. I'm asking which vowel determines the quality. The first vowel?
Yeah, the first vowel.
Okay.
So if it's an A, I don't know, what do you like?
Okay.
Do you like wa or ya? It's that. Ow.
But then but that depends on the second vowel, doesn't it? Because IE, I'd be more likely to have a ya there.
Owie. Boy.
We got all sorts of wrinkles here.
Option 5. Epenthetic consonant.
And I honestly think that because everything else is so complicated, like at some point we gotta have like one simple thing, and an epenthetic consonant feels right. Because we're gonna be doing so many massive changes to these prefixes where you're not even going to notice that it's a prefix anymore, which means I'm never going to know what word we're actually dealing with. I really... Pikachu. I don't know, I feel like that's the way to go. If we're gonna do this.
The reason I don't like epenthetic consonants is it always adds to the length. It means it's, that word is never going to be short, so it's going to be longer.
Right. But it also adds to the clarity.
I'm going to delete 2 as an option. Don't think that makes sense.
And also there's nothing shorter about Piyuki, Piluki. Absolutely
No.
nothing shorter. So if we're going to do one or the other,
But also we should determine what the epenthetic consonant is going to be. I just picked L out of a hat.
and I think it was a good one to pick out of the hat, because I would say something alveolar, something kind of basic.
And it started off as a
Yeah.
Right?
Because, yeah. Because honestly, the other one I was thinking was an N, but that's going to probably end up being used elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't want too many N's. And so,
Yeah.
honestly, that kind of makes sense to me. S is, I think it stands out too much.
Yeah.
I feel basic would be a proto-R, which
Yeah.
becomes an L or N. Those are
NR,
my words.
NRT, assume the obvious
Yeah.
ones. Yeah. All right. Do you want to put this up to a vote, or do you want to use your one veto per season? Epenthetic aim.
I would.
Epenthic.
Nice. I would say. I'm not feeling option 2. Because if we're going to have all the syllables, we may as well have something that's consistent.
Okay.
I am okay putting this up to a vote. I very much have strong feelings about what it
Okay.
should be.
And I will say for option 2, it's basically it's canceled if the first two vowels are the same. They just coalesce. So like P-I-I-U would just be P. You know, just Y-E. It wouldn't
Right.
do anything.
Okay. All right, so I'm writing a poll. Okay, it becomes glide, BB. I can't specify, I'm limited on character. You know what, all of them are VVV. I don't need to specify that. Just a second, because I'm trying to make sure this is maximally A drops. Shoot.
Yep.
Oops, A drops. Okay. And then the third option is VCVV / VVCV. Epenthetic consonant. Okay, I'll just go ahead and add L. Should I add L there then?
Nah.
Okay. So you're looking at the chart. The poll is asking, we get VVV sequences, what should happen to them? And so I've got our 3 options in the poll, and then I feel like I just need to close my eyes and not watch what happens.
Epenthetic. This is for you, Jeff.
As I watch him vote for something else. And after this, we totally need to celebrate for real. Ragdoll, unfortunately, is not here.
Should we save it for next week then? Save it for a week where she's here? That'll be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go on with our regular celebration after this.
Yes. Regular standard. Basic
Oh,
celebration.
yes, yes, Em. It is a quiz, and there is a correct answer.
Wow. Yeah, I do kind of like that first V drops.
I am.
It makes it so that there are sequences where it's like the distinction between like the present and the past tense in Finnish goes from y to y. It's amazing.
Yeah, I am. It kind of hurts a little. Okay, how many votes do we got? We got 21 out of 27 votes in. I will let it keep running a tiny bit longer, but I think we have a winner.
And 3 people were so stressed out that they just stopped watching. They just couldn't bear it.
Oh no, we got someone back now. But yeah, it's too much, too much. I agree. I kind of didn't want to watch the results pour in. I do, however, enjoy listening to the drums of the high school band out the window. That was David, not the drums of the high school band. Okay, we're up to 23 votes. It's been out for 2 minutes. Doing the math quickly in my head, I don't think there's a way for the final 6 people to flip it.
But you're encouraged to try.
That's amazing, Jake. Oh my gosh. Everyone holds their breath.
By the way, when is Eurovision? I always forget.
Yeah, it is the California High School Band. That is it. Okay. I think that's all the votes we're going to get. Now we have 30.
Whoa. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
So we have, what is that? 12 to 8 to 8, is that right? Oh my goodness. 12 to 8 to 9.
How is this happening? There's only 5 votes left though. Yeah, I could flip it. Shoot!
Thank you, Dark Horse. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's a really good question, Rosso. Or Rosso. I don't know how we would do that first. Okay, at some point I got to end the poll though, guys. So if you are the outstanding 3 votes, please get it in.
Yeah, basically, I think if they all vote for the same thing,
We're going to have a tie.
yes.
And so...
So we need 2 people can vote and decide this. Or 1. If one person votes for the...
One person stopped watching. It was too much. So now we're down to 29. Oh, short O? So like Rosso? Okay. Thank you. Alright, I'm giving you 10 seconds.
Here we go.
Is this how you do seconds? Now we count down 4, 3,
Lost
2,
count.
1. And okay, epenthetic L wins. Oh my gosh. Whew. That was. It very suddenly became like it could have lost, and I was a little bit like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It had a strong start though. Okay. So that's how we're resolving VVV structures.
Huh.
Okay. Oh, nice. I like it. Okay, can we celebrate?
Yes, we can. Breakfast of Champions.
At 3:25 in the afternoon.
Kobe, Kyle. Cheers.
I'm winning at this adult thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's good cupcake parade. Whew. Me too, Miles. Me too. Delicious.
Copico. The flavor of compromise.
That's a horrible slogan. It makes it sound like, alright, I'll take one.
That's basically, alright, I'll take L. Okay. So, we gotta go to our sound change section.
Minnie, I'll make sure I get their full CV to you so you can join in on my adulting classes.
So it's going to be before here. Before diphthong simplification. Near epenthesis, so it's going to be like around the same time that epenthesis happens. Epenthetic hiatus resolution.
And Dark Horse, yeah, we've decided the basic order is head final, so it's like SOV would probably be the best way to talk about it right now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. In roots, 3 vowels will never occur in sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Where affixation or compounding forces there to be 3 vowels in sequence, an epenthetic L will be inserted to separate the new vowel from the older pair.
Jonathan, it does look like Roman numerals, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Miles, we don't actually have an H.
And I'm going to change this. An epenthetic R. Wait, is it a flap or was it an upside down R?
It was a trill.
It was a trill?
No, it was upside down.
No, it was an upside down R.
Sorry.
All right.
Different language.
Yeah. Later to become. All right.
Enjoy your schmoozing, Miles. That's a fun word to type out. He said parents.
Who's he schmoozing with?
Parents. I don't know whose parents, but parents. Because see, if Miles were a mouse, we would know whose parents are being schmoozed.
Mm-hmm. Schmoozed to what end? What's he trying to get from them?
I don't know. That would not be specified as of yet.
Okay. We'll just come up with a list of 1 segment prefixes. That's like what you're trying to get.
Yeah. Love.
Booze.
Money.
Drugs.
Right.
Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, it's high school parents. Back to school night, so I've got to give little blurbs to, Assage. That's a good word. Parents' worries about courses. And yeah, thank goodness it is over Zoom. This is our new hashtag. Got it. Oh my word.
Oh, it's over Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Schmoozing those high school parents. Boy, Miles, just wait till they find out you're going to be teaching their kids how to make languages next semester. They're going to have all sorts of questions for you. Especially. Ooh! Freddie, good luck. That's amazing.
Oh. For the first time? Like, what's going on? That sounds fun. And by the way, does your university know that we give invited talks? Seriously, I want to start traveling again. I want people to invite me places and give me free food and tell me how great I am.
Minnie is
That's it.
suggesting that this could be our subtitle for LangTime Studio. Well, Freddie, good luck, and I hope everything goes really smoothly with your move to university. And we are all here rooting for you because that is an exciting time.
Okay. So then, to answer our question.
Jake, please do.
Let's put those back. So we have a dog near me. You want to talk about the acoustic similarity of L and N?
That doesn't have to be our possessed marker.
It doesn't.
We can change that. We have time.
It could be an S. Can it be a Z? Because then we can have Pazuki.
It cannot be a Z. We have modern Z. Well, it can be a Z modern. We would just have to remember what makes a modern Z.
We get Z and V, and I know how we get Ja. How do we get Z and V? And is it only when they follow nasals?
Maybe it has something to do with the glides.
Right on, Magpie.
Still looking for it.
Voicing.
Oh yeah, glide fortition. It is glides.
Not that. That.
Oh, Z and V go, yeah.
Yeah.
But we also get V from the W.
Yes.
So it comes from two locations.
Yeah. Okay.
Whew. Man. Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyway.
My first reason for why you be schmoozing is love. Yours was booze. And I was like, well, of course, money. Fame would have been up there, but no, drugs.
There are things that I've never done that I just assume people want.
Well, Logan, as David found out, coffee tastes really good. It smells really good, too.
We did a live stream test yesterday. If you missed it, you got to see me trying hot coffee with nothing in it for the first time in over 35 years. And it was just as awful as I remember it. So terrible. So terrible.
Okay.
And it's like you prepare that for yourself and then drink it
Every day.
Like nobody's watching you. Like you don't have to.
No.
Nobody's forcing you.
I want to. Okay, so do we want to now, the E and the I I'm happy with. Are we ready to talk about what these forms are actually going to take?
There you go, Magpie. Coffee is good if there's enough sugar that you can't taste the coffee.
So, in case you haven't picked up on this, Dave and I have like opposite taste buds to the point where like I can't have super sugary things. Like Kopiko is at my height of sugary things.
Mm-hmm.
condensed sugar. Whereas, yeah, David is like, where is the sugar if it's, not enough?
Yeah.
But that's okay. He gets to eat all the leftover cookies without sharing them. Are we ready to think about what forms?
Yeah. What do you think about second person enigma?
I'm on board with it.
You're on board with second person enigma?
Yes.
Woo! Right on, Yessie. Oh, no, I don't prefer Barks root beer. Oh, goodness. Oh, no.
Caffeinated V8?
My favorite.
They make caffeinated V8? Okay, I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, where's it been your whole life? My favorite root beer of all time is Americana. It's a modern brand. I've tried many different root beers. Americana is just tops. Absolute tops. I've never had anything better than that. I mean, for just a regular store option, Virgil's is great. Henry Weinhardt is great. IBC is great.
What about Mug?
Mug is fine.
Minnie just had some.
Mug is fine. I prefer Dad's to Mug, oddly enough.
Oh, Dad's is good.
Barks I will usually, like, if that's an option, I'll probably take water over it.
Noelle is pointing out that Jay would potentially give us alternations between je and ye. That could be kind of fun. And I think Noelle is right.
Hold on a sec. But that would lead to other calamities.
Oh, Logan says Old Dominion is the best root beer, but you can only get it in the Old Dominion.
Okay.
We need to take a trip.
Yeah, I'm down for that. And if anybody says that there is a root beer that's really good and I haven't tried it, I want to try it.
And Freddie, I already like your dad. That cracks me up. Freddie's dad often expounded on the joys of instant coffee to the coffee snobs at work. His dad is a tea drinker. Just to get those people going. And Freddie, root beer.
Yeah, Pet Shrek. Go ahead.
Is a soda. And didn't we specify it was actually like sassafras, wasn't it? Like that root? It's the same kind of thing. It's like a tree root. Sarsaparilla root infusion. There we go. That's what it was, not sassafras, but sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
And it's got a unique flavor. And yeah, most of it is fake these days, unless you go to like one of those fairs where they're like making it legit and you get to watch them make the root beer and then they like bottle it by hand and it's amazing. So that's the best root beer you're ever gonna have. But yeah, it's also very good in ice cream floats. Root beer with vanilla ice cream. Ooh, Sprecher. I have not had it. I want to try it. Okay, you thinking still?
Can you the glide fortition?
Mm-hmm.
What is yeah fort in front of? Is it E and A? Or is
Yes, E and A.
Okay. So this is what it would look like. But importantly, possessed, not near, would go from A to A. So, for example, we would have, for dog, But actually, let's just do this whole thing out. So what happens to sequences of ah and eh?
Of ah and eh, we get a.
Eh, okay, so.
Ooh, that's kind of a fun word.
And then this.
I still can't do the adjectives. Because it would be a plus y.
Yes.
And a y.
It's kind of cool. So yeah, just adding, changing that from an N to a Y affected this change. And I think it's pretty cool. So now we have 3 vowels in play.
Okay. Interesting. Ooh, it is sassafras. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell the difference between sarsaparilla and root beer. I don't like sarsaparilla.
Anime fan is suggesting that I now be called root beer.
Ooh, and when you want to do the pun off before or after dinner.
Obviously after dinner, I think better on a full stomach.
What is?
What?
Wait, what's better on a full stomach?
The pun off.
Really?
Yeah, Minnie's asking if I would do it before or after dinner.
Huh.
Say after. I need to have a full stomach so I can think.
Oh, I'm the opposite. Like, eating for me is just like done afterwards. Eating is such a... Wouldn't life be better if we didn't have to eat? Wouldn't life be better if we didn't have to eat at all?
No.
Damn.
I was reading comments as she was saying that, and I'm like, is David really saying he would really not want to eat ever again? David, the person who like has full body experiences when he tastes something that he likes.
Yeah, but only when I taste something I like. I mean, look, here's the thing. It's the... Eating is like the perfect picture of... It's just like the perfect portrait of regret. Because it's like, you eat stuff and it's like you're very excited about it and then you're enjoying it while you're eating it and then you pay for it afterwards. Because your body is just wrecked after you eat.
Wow. However, let's see, was it Miles?
Breatharians.
Breatharians, yes. Is that who said it? Like, I swear I can't find the comment now. Yes, it was Miles. Yes, you can be breatharians together.
There you
and
go.
Apparently Noelle agrees with you.
Magpie has got it. It would be nice if eating was optional. Not required, but still possible.
Topiko seems to be missing.
Mm.
Okay. So what do you guys think about this? And not David wishing he could not eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but technically, Jonathan, we could turn anything into liquid. If your goal is to just not move your jaw while getting nutrition, we could make that happen. Okay, Miles has signed blood oath on this.
All right.
This is
Nice
gonna be
job,
like
Luke.
so up gear. Love it.
All right.
This is really gonna be. Yeah, Minnie, you're right. It is bonkers, but Minnie loves it.
Okay, so then let's talk about forms in just the last little minutes because I think what we're probably going to do for the poll is pronouns.
or yeah, like whether they're full standing pronouns or some sort of pronominal forms for first and third person. Yeah. Because second person is no. We don't know the vowel yet when it's full standing, but if it's full standing at all, it may never be full standing. But yeah.
Okay, so for first and third person, P and T were the placeholders. We're obviously not going to do L because we have our epenthetic L.
And for people in comments, yeah, like the P and T are not there to stay. Can we like put those in red or purple or something? Because people are asking, like, can we at least change it to something else? Like these are.
There we go.
That's one way to do it. Yeah. So yeah, we don't know those forms yet.
Why don't we scroll literally all on up to our Ipa chart that we'll be able to see if we want. So we have P, T, we have ch and ja. How do we get ch and ja in this language?
Through sound changes.
I don't remember that.
I believe it's a CY.
And then we have F. We have modern Z.
Actually,
modern
I think
theta.
all the C's just became a ch.
Okay.
Yeah. And probably want to stay away from the nasals, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we already have a nasal.
Yeah.
We could do a wa still. But really, I think we're looking at maybe some of the stronger.
Yeah, probably S for something. If we did a wa, it would always come out as wa, wouldn't it?
No. Because when it's the second argument where it's my seed near you, or near third person, or sorry, no. It would sometimes be a V. For instance, just a second, no. You're right, it would always be a W. Done. No, you're right. No, just stop.
They all want an
Stop
adjective.
thinking.
They all want an adjective. Miles suggested for first person.
I mean, I already can't pronounce our word for Chuki, so why not?
I personally, no. I think that for these, they're going to be used a lot. They're going to get eroded a lot. Let's make them simpler. Do we have ha in this language? I don't think we do. No, we don't. I think S has got to be used for one of them. How do we get sha? No, we don't have sha.
No, we don't. We have je from the Y fruition.
Yeah. And we have F. Weak fricative, strong fricative, nasal.
Thank you, Cupcake Parade. I see you and I appreciate you.
Ta would become tha. Good to that. S and P.
How about, do we want to say P, T, S as a protoform becoming the, S, F, and if we want W as an option, then this could be the poll that people are voting on.
Yeah, that's true. And then what was the other one?
W if we want it. I mean, we do still have a K if we want a K.
No. Maybe we could do K with Angma? Yeah, fine.
I think those are the... and yeah, the only modern TS is an ejective because that was the old ejective S. So ejective S in the proto became a modern TS ejective.
Yeah. And then what are we going to say? We're going to say the vote for the form. Top 2 vote getters are the winners.
And then we decide if it's first or third person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's patron poll.
Because this is going to determine a lot of shapes here. Is K too much with the Ingma? I'm trying to, like, in my head, like, if we had to do 2 back to back and had to do like Kingma Peta.
I don't think it's too bad, because if you move it to alveolar, you could imagine like T with N, and that's fine, or P with M.
Sure.
That's fine. I do like seasonings.
Yeah. Okay. When they vote, is it possible to allow every person to vote on 2 options, or is it like you can only vote on 1 option?
No, it's only 1, or you can vote for however many you want. Which one do you think would be better?
Because my problem is, like, we're trying to get 2 forms.
Yeah. So if everybody votes for their favorite, then you just choose the top 2 vote getters.
That's true.
That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is just allow people to vote for whichever one they like. So you could vote for 3 or 4 if you wanted. And then just see what the top 2 winners are there. Okay, this is a little silly because it's a poll for a poll, but I say that we poll the people watching about which type of voting patrons should do. Unfortunately, you can't do ranked choice. These are the only options that we're given with Patreon. Patreon really should have a lot more functionality. I think it's geared towards people who do certain things, and it's not really geared towards what we do.
I got it. Oh, yes. There we go. Is that clear?
Yes, that's clear.
Okay. So patron, how should our patrons vote on this? Because we need 2 sounds. One for first person, one for third person, which is going to affect forms. For pronominal forms, this is going to affect all of these prefixes. It's going to affect a lot. And so should patrons be able to select their top 3 or 4 as they vote, or top 2, top 3, top 4, top 1 if they only care about one sound making it, or should they all be limited to 1 vote? And so therefore we only get the favorites.
I'm also a seasoning maximalist, Jonathan, and I saw your suggestion. That's an interesting idea. 2 entirely separate polls, 1 vote for your favorite, 1 vote for your second favorite. I think that would get confusing.
Especially if people voted for the same sound twice.
Yeah. To ensure that their sound made the top 2.
Right.
That's really gaming the system, trying to figure out.
This is actually a very close one. 5 people still outstanding, and the 5 people could definitely do some damage.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, but incidentally, the reason that these are the 2 options is these are literally the only 2 options you can do on Patreon. They don't give you the options to do other types of polls. Just too bad. 23 votes and 24 people watching.
So we've got a winner.
Yeah.
So the winner is all the votes. So patrons will get to vote for as many sounds as they want in the top. And I mean, of course, the danger, well, there's really no danger there, except we may have a lot of ties.
Yeah, that's fine. The only tie that would be relevant is second place.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a tie for second place, then we choose. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. All right.
And by we, you mean me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we were clear, that's all.
All right. Well then, good deal. Put this in purple. Also, that orange bit, I think we can get rid of that, right? Because we actually wrote this up, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we didn't, then... But like, I swear we had a whole thing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agents. I swear we wrote about experience. Yes, on the point of stimuli. So instrumental goes with stimuli or instruments. So yes.
All right, good deal.
Okay, so we did that. Okay. So, cupcake parade. Good one. Is there going to be anything where currently you can only see the desktop, like maybe Jesse's last drawing?
What do you mean, Noel? Is it Noel or Noel?
It is Noel. Yeah, and I'm curious.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what he's saying. I see what they're saying. In other words, like...
Oh, above our heads.
Yeah, because that's where you used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's just kind of like wasted space.
Could do that if you wanted, because you can pull up on images now.
Yeah.
All of my drawings.
Yep.
And you see Minnie. Cupcake Parade. Can I have the name of your adulting teacher? So yeah, no, that is a really good suggestion that we can try to make happen and see if it looks good.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how it'll look based on the size, because the drawings are meant for smaller, and we would definitely need to make sure that's all set up before everything. Otherwise, you'll be opening images.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can definitely try that.
Such a thing as a sound change tutor. High demand for that job.
Indeed. And obviously my next drawing will have something to do with love, booze, money, drugs. Obviously.
Those mice, they get after it.
Ooh, Jake, good luck in class tomorrow.
Right on.
And hope you all have a wonderful week. We should get on it as well. So yes, stay grammar and love, booze, money, drugs. It's what we're all about here at LangTime.
I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, and Freddie,
It was my fault.
good luck. We're all rooting for you, and hope that everything goes well in the coming week.
All right. Stay grammar, everybody.